Radiant's turn to ban.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Game 2 of JTD vs Frostbite in the Best of 2 series. Just another... The game, it looks like Frostbite did take Game 1 in the series, if you were tuning in beforehand. We ended on a pretty high note with a big stolen Ravage coming out from Fading Star on the Rubik. And it looks like we're just going to have some respect bans once again. So there we go, the Rubik banned out by JTD. And Morphling, and even the Razor getting banned out in terms of Frostbite. Sure. Yeah, Host Arena. He had a pretty good time in the Razor in the mid lane, so.
Turn to ban.
But this does leave Gyrocopter in the pool, someone they did ban out in Game 1. And it's definitely a first pick material, I'd say, in this patch.
I think so. I was just going to say that I don't think they'll use a pick that early, it'll give it away, but I'd be interested to see if they did.
Yeah, if I saw that Gyro slip through, I would just pick that up first pick.
They could do it right now. I don't know if they're going to do it, though.
Yep, they do have, what is this, first pick? Yeah.
Already dip it into reserve time. They banned the Kunkka, the Viper, and the Rubik, which makes sense. The Rubik was a very important key player in the last game, so we'll see. I know I wasn't really sure what the game plan was for JTD that last game. I'm sure they had one. I just couldn't pick it out, but I'm curious to see if they have one that's a little bit more clear and concise this time around. Yeah,
none of their heroes really made sense with each other. The support duo did make sense. Shakiro, Sand King, good early game presence, But starting right off with a Bounty Hunter, this definitely provides a clear plan that they want to eliminate the early game completely and just steamroll through the mid game. So Bounty Hunter definitely great at getting those early career snipes and just set the pace.
Important also can be a very big comeback mechanic as well, even if they get from behind just because of that track gold. Oracle coming out, a hero that I don't think is often played in pubs simply because of the amount of required teamwork or understanding of the hero. But I do think it's a very strong hero, and we'll see if they're looking to combo it with somebody or if they just think it's strong enough to maybe just stand on its own.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good hero to counteract Bounty Hunter because we'll give it a track, and Oracle is just kind of a defensive support. You kind of have to get one of those if you're going up against early game aggression.
I also believe that the Q for Oracle, the root that can be cast on allies, I also think that removes track, which is a pretty smart play if that's true.
Don't hold us to that though. We don't see too much Oracle.
10 seconds.
But hold me to it. If I'm wrong, flame me.
So I don't know about this second pick. Mirana into Bounty Hunter.
Depends on the
it's one of those sketchy picks. I mean, if you're comfortable with it, go for it. Who cares?
Omni Knight.
But so it looks like they're not gonna pick up a Gyrocopter here in the first phase, and they will decide for Omni Knight. So most likely 3 Omni Knight. I mean, with Razor out of the pool, it's really easy to dominate with Omni.
Hero is very strong. Doesn't need a whole lot. Once you get a Soul Ring on Omni Knight, he's basically self-sufficient, can farm very quickly. I think the hero is he received a nerf to its cast range on the Purify, which I think made a huge difference on the hero, but I still think is very, very strong. As long as you have his answers banned, which like we said is the Razor. When the Razor's gone, the hero is strong. And they banned up the Huskar, I assume, because they're worried about the Huskar Oracle combo.
Yeah, this Oracle, honestly, I don't think either team sees it as this, but I see picking up an Oracle this early is kind of a tool in the drafts. It's kind of like picking up a Magnus in the first phase where you just bait out bans. So you're going to see a lot of physical cores getting banned out. Just because Oracle's picked up first phase, so.
It certainly opens up a lot. Again, like you said, the hero is. I mean, I think the hero is good even without those kind of cheese strats. So it's if it does force out those bans, I think it was a good mind game. And then it looks like JTD have banned out the gyro themselves. So I wonder what the plan
hell is going on here, man.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Axe.
What the?
Axe, I think the last time we casted, we saw an Axe. This hero does not feel very strong right now. The jungle has been nerfed to Oblivion, so he doesn't really have an ability to keep up his farm if he gets outlaned early. Additionally, he just kind of falls off later. I don't think this hero is very strong.
Nah, this is a really strange draft. Coming up from Frostbite, I'm probably just gonna expect someone in the 5th pick to just be one of those really strong 5th picks, like a Meepo or something, Invoker. Because right now it just doesn't make any sense.
Winter Wyvern's also an interesting pick because I believe Calling Blade will go through Ice Encasing.
Bro, this is so much heal for JTD, man. This is like a ridiculous amount of heal.
Particularly if the Bounty Hunter gets Guardian Greaves. Luna? Looks like Luna came out.
Yeah, it's just one of those heroes that does a ton of damage when you have disable like Axe Claw. I mean, just lay into those heroes that are call. Well, other than that, man, like I just really don't see where this team synergizes well with each other.
5 seconds.
Essentially, I feel like again JTD's draft always feels a little reactionary. Omni comes out. Oh no, I'm sorry. JTD's draft, our responses felt like they were responses last game. I guess that's a bad sentence. What I'm trying to say is that the Axe is clearly a response to the Omni Knight, an attempt to prevent that. OD is a strong mid. I think that I'd be curious to see if this Mirana maybe ends up being a mid for Frostbite, and they pull out a unique or an important position for hero, just to prevent all this early game heal and potential aggression, maybe with an AA. In a moment here.
5 seconds remain.
I mean, I'm just gonna wait for the next picks, man, because there's just really not much to talk about here. I feel like JTT kind of runs into the same problem that Frostbite ran into last game. They're not gonna have any lockdown, man. This is really bad.
No reliable stun. The root is not always the best. I guess, right, if you run Oracle and Axe, right, the hero can be ulted from Oracle and could, spin until Oblivion and see what happens, but I don't know. I'm curious to see how this works. I don't think Axe is a good hero, but, I would be more than happy to eat my words if something really cool happens here.
I just don't want Axe to ever be a good hero, so I'm really hoping this doesn't work out in my own head.
You don't like him in the meta? Yeah, he's
No, because it always just 50%, it's always just jungle Axe. I'm like, thanks guys, thanks for the game.
Well, as long as the jungle stays nerfed, it's
I tell you, no, it doesn't matter in pubs, man. Like, it doesn't matter if it's nerfed, they'll still go. They're dipping real deep into the reserve time for this ban. And to be honest, I don't know who to ban either, because this draft makes no sense.
A lot of heal. I feel like maybe, what hero can do damage and push towers, a lot of sustain? I feel like if you have a sniper, who gets jumped up quick but can be kept alive or repelled or healed, and then you drop shrapnel, you can't disengage, could be a big here.
Someone that can rush frontline, man. They need a frontliner for sure. And something that comes in mind is like Troll. Troll can be a pretty good late game frontliner, and he definitely benefits from the repel.
10 seconds.
And which is the Wyvern sitting behind him. I feel like he'd do work this game.
5 seconds.
They opt for a Lifestealer ban. Don't know if that was the idea. I don't see very many vehicles for a Lifestealer or Nake's Bomb. But then again, with all the immunity with Purify and Rage and then Repel, it could have been a really big issue. Maybe that was the right ban.
Sniper banned out. That's another reactionary ban. They're just banning Sniper due to the fact that they picked OD and they don't want that lane to be a disaster. But this time around, JTT does have all the time that they need for last pick. I remember last time they just come down to a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So, do have time to think about it.
Ooh, I hope it's not the Slark again. I don't think.
Yeah, please no more Slark, man.
I don't think it fits in here. Maybe be a Sven with the additional armor from Warcry and the amount of heal. They could really take down towers fast. And
the reason I said troll is because they need someone who can be ranged as well. You know, Lanny gets an axe. If he gets as much space as the Bristleback did last game, axe is gonna be a real problem. So.
I mean, I don't think I don't know if a Drow is the pick.
No, it's definitely not Drow. If anyone was to pick up Drow, it would be Frostbite, but that's just not. It's not going to work like that.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Go. Okay, so a safe lane OD and a mid Death Prophet.
You know, not what I would have expected.
Is an OD? I mean, I feel like an OD is not a hero who benefits from benefits from levels.
Yeah, it's just one of those heroes that you would love to put in the mid lane over the safe lane, but in this draft they kind of got backed into the corner where they needed to pick someone who could push as well. OD can't push, so Tinker picked up. Tinker really good against Death Prophet and OD, and the only hero he really struggles against is this Omni Knight. So definitely a great Tinker game for sure. So I'm just gonna have to tip my hat towards the side of Frostbite in terms of what they can do, just because their draft is so unique. I'll give them the edge this game.
Yeah, I feel like the Tinker slipped through. It was a first ban material last game, and I think maybe it was just forgotten about, and then it was happily picked up in the last phase here. I think I'm gonna put my money on Frostbite, just because of how cool their skins are. And look at that axe, dude.
Yeah, I mean, this Oracle's slacking a little bit.
Yeah, I think they should cut him or maybe use some salary for that. Those cosmetics, man, makes all the difference.
Very true. So for everyone just tuning in to Game 2 who didn't see Game 1, this is JTD versus Frostbite. And on the side of JTD and the Radiant, we have off running the OD, Hostarino, stand-in Hostarino on Death Prophet, Bree Ninja on the Omni Knight, MG running up Bounty Hunter, and Magic Trick on the Winter Wyvern.
And we got Frostbite on the Dire side, and they are running a mid Tinker on Happy Panda Express. Our Happy being sponsored by Panda Express. We've got Soldier, we've got Shogun on the Luna here. Man, I forgot my names there for a second. There we got Gordon Hayward on the Mirana, and we have Fading Star, our star from last game on the Rubik, but now on the Oracle. And let's just go ahead and see what happens here. Again, both teams are splitting the map. No one's invading just yet. Mid laners are blocking their waves. Axe has got his eyes on, are hiding just in case of invasion here. Mirana got 2 Fairy Fires and a Clarity stacked up. Orb of Venom picked up. An interesting choice there. Let's see here. Ooh, man, lost the map.
Oh, you're doing great, man. Keep going.
Sorry here. Orb of Venom on the Bounty Hunter here.
So MG gonna go for a little aggressive play. Shogun has to know quicker fingers. MG in this scenario.
There's a duel for the Sentry. We'll see who wins this. Oh, looks like MG backed that early.
You can't pull out in that situation, man. You just gotta have the kid.
Gotta have the kid. Quote sync on that one, guys. Just gotta have the kid sometimes. It looks like a very good block coming out from the Tinker. His range creep will die almost immediately, and he'll get the deny. His wave is now set. He'll win this mid lane. Everything else goes smoothly. Looks like they're opting for dual lanes here. Axe and Oracle. Never mind. Spoke quickly. Oracle TPing bottom.
Not gonna lie, that range creep is so important. It's ridiculous. I don't know how many times I've said, just in comms, whenever I play mid lane, like whenever I get the range creep, I just say that the lane's won or lost. So.
Winter Wyvern will go down here.
Sorry, I was talking over that. But looks like first blood picked up by Fading Star. This was the Rubik from last game. And looks like this is an aggro try. I don't know if we talked about that already, but something new, something I like to see. And looks like JTD will just rotate the Omni Knight down here, so it won't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, then they'll move the axe down as a response.
Yeah, dude, what's going on here? This is musical lanes up in this establishment.
Because this Omni Knight is very strong against this Luna early. The slow and the heal.
Ooh, top lane though, OD. OD leveled up that early Arcane Orb, and it's just doing work against this Mirana. Another kill picked up in terms of MG. And that'll result in an early boots. Looks like we got a little DC. So
Luna,
mid lane.
level 2 lane.
2 and 6 for Tinker, 3 and 3 for DP. This is a pretty static lane. You know, Tinker just likes to get his levels. Maybe do a little harass with laser, but he'll move into the jungle once he hits level 7. And Boots of Travel will just come in route.
Omni Knight Axe. This is not a ideal lane for this Omni Knight. Pure damage.
Yeah, you don't really want melee against him, you know. But what I was looking at the wards actually for Dire. These are some really defensive mid lane wards. So they're definitely trying to secure Happy a great start here. But Radiant, I only see one ward down right now. Do you see the other ward?
No, it is in MG's inventory.
Alright, cool. Well, it looks like it only took 1 minute and 30 seconds for MG to let me down this game.
Ah, man.
So it's a wrap, boys. It's a wrap.
New record. Courier movement.
It looks like he just hopped online right now, so we should be going very soon. I'm looking at the couriers though. Look at Dire's courier, man. That thing is... What is this? Winobi, this is
it's a monkey,
21 style. Like. I don't know, man. That thing's dope. And then, oh, they get the Weeboo courier on the side of JTD. Yeah, let's not look at that anymore.
You don't like this courier?
Yeah, I'll take a hard pass on that.
It's so anime.
Yeah, we will pass on that.
All right. I think letting it be known as opinions on anime.
Yeah, sorry, boys. Ball lane, Bree. Just completely losing morale down here. He's losing morale fast. And he gets the sacks. But it is better than it was last game, man. He actually has last hits at 2 minutes.
True. So. Also, it's not a favorable matchup, but again, you know, the Omni Knight just wants levels here. That's really all.
It's better than last game, man. That's all that matters.
I cannot believe they've not punished this Luna yet for being so far up. This hero is so squishy early. Very fast, but very squishy. And they've got the slow from the...
Ooh, arrow connects onto the Wyvern, though. He's got to be careful. He doesn't have a Cold Embrace leveled up, and I'll just go down. So what were you saying about punishing Luna?
Well, I mean, if they had acted faster. I stand by my statement, but good rotation by the Mirana and well-ended arrow. Well-timed stuns. No stacking of stuns. Made it cured the kill. G looking for this courier.
Yeah,
not far off. This little ring will be coming out very soon.
Yeah, he's going for the little more expensive item. Don't know if that's intentional. You know, maybe expecting Bounty Hunter to come. But this is a flying courier now, so it will be definitely difficult to pull off. Looks like he'll just move towards the bot lane. He's not going to get anything done to this axe.
No, absolutely not. This hero is...
He's just going to hurt the Omni even more with this. Just kind of leeching levels from him. Take a lot of damage from the heal though, but should be alright. Has Stout and Tangos. Here comes the call, and here come the Helixes, man. One more Helix and Bree could be in trouble. Wow. They got lucky.
That pure damage from that heal. I mean, one more spin would have been the end of Omni Knight for sure.
Yeah, that would have been a double kill, man.
Still think this Luna is very bullyable early. Looks like they're going to look to stack here. Or... Oh, nope, they get it right just fine. Oh, Medusa. Or not Medusa. Death Prophet. Tinker. Thought something was going to happen. Nothing happened. Collecting the bounty runes down here. Looks like the Oracle's just trying to move around, find some opportunities. Maybe plant a deep ward here. Yep. Give them some vision. In case someone TPs in or moves in to go after the Luna. Maybe catch eyes on the bounty hunter.
Tinker is struggling against DP right now. It's not something you'd typically see. Usually you see the Tinker kind of force them out once they hit level 4 or 5. Especially with the DD. But
what do you think is the missing piece here? Is it Did he not? Is it because he didn't go bottle early, or?
Well, I also think it's because he threw all his levels into March so quickly that he can't really react to an oncoming gank. Sometimes you like to hold 2 or 3 levels as Tinker, and also going Soul Ring early doesn't allow for him to have good rune control, so DP can always stay maintained and healthy.
It's fair. It's fair. Not a Tinker player, so it's interesting.
Yeah, I've never played that hero, but
And for sure.
yeah,
You hate that
I play Invoker only. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah. Anyways, looks like we still got
Inside jokes.
yeah, whatever. Looks like Briggy's just packing heat down here. Not gonna lie, he came back with a vengeance, and now he's same levels of what as Axe.
Telling you, Soul Ring is a much more reliable nuke, or not a Soul Ring. The Purification's a reliable nuke. Once you get that up in levels, level 3 with a Soul Ring, you're basically self-sufficient and you're unkillable. Well, unless they bring an extra hero. It's very, very strong. So they're gonna try and go here. Maybe bait something out. Done on the Bounty Hunter. And nothing comes of that. Pressure early. But the wave will be pushed into the tower, and then they'll be able to the shrine up here. You need to just kind of last hit and get experience.
Radiant's bottom tower
Dax coming out.
under attack.
Looks like we're not gonna see anything too crazy coming out from OD. Sorry, in terms of builds, he's not gonna go Midas or anything. Just gonna go Treasure and 4 staff. Pretty common. Sometimes you like to see OD pick up like a drums or some sort of stat item before they get to 4 staff, just for those early game engagements. But nothing like that. Bot lane, this Axe has actually been stacking the large camp for himself and then taking it, so that's why he is propelled above both dire cores right now.
Very well played, very good lane management to make sure he's getting as much of the lane as possible. Missed a kill mid.
Yep, 3 rotated towards the Tinker and was able to take him down. Late TPs don't save his life. Obviously that's not gonna it's healing, bro. It's healing actually.
Not the plan, obviously.
Purified.
No.
So use their shrine here. This MG has already got a Urn of Shadows, only level 2 though, but still it's a good urn early. He's gonna try and do something.
He's just running down Shogun, but they have the shrine available. Do they have any detection?
Oh,
they have Dust on Mirana. Dust on Mirana. Not gonna expend it. Could be in trouble here. Will they pop it? They will. MG doesn't have a way out of here. He doesn't boots. Will he go for the deny? He will take it down before he's able to, and Winter Wyvern just walks in and kills himself. Maybe trying to get that golden brace off, but not successful. Turns the last hits. Axe actually at the top. You know, this is a pretty good lane for him. Followed by Tinker, DP, Omni, and Luna. OD struggling up here in the top lane.
So they're gonna try and make a move again on this Axe here. She hits level 3.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, that Purify just took down half his health. That's ridiculous. TP.
Oop, used the Shuriken early, no longer able to stun. Axe's TP's out, goes home. Maybe wanted to TP to Shrine there to heal up faster and then jungle. But now we'll have to walk back to his tower.
For sure. So it looks like Barada, this is Oracle gonna sit up here, babysit Luna. You know, I'd like to see more of more movement coming out from these two. You know, Barada's just a really powerful roamer. And roaming on heroes like DP, obviously it's hard, but if you have an Oracle by your side, I feel like they could pull it off with this Tinker.
Yeah, I also am curious to see what the plan is for moving the Death Prophet around. She is level 8 and she's got decent farm. I feel like the play is to start taking towers.
Yeah, I feel like they should group up with 2 or 3 guys and maybe try and run down a tower real quick. Especially top lane. I mean, this Luna is only level 5, so there's really no team fight coming out from her. So top lane would be the best bet.
Again, I feel like you know, the game plan for Frostbite's pretty clear. Let the Tinker get levels and farm, and then we'll start making pressure on the map and let it get kills. But it just feels like hold on, wait for a second here. Kill on the Oracle, maybe another kill. Oop, return kill on the MG, and they might chase the Luna down here.
Rana's just gonna leap away. So I mean, that's definitely worth it. Come in the rock for the Luna. It'll be gone.
Sure.
I mean, that's not really a long respawn time. It's only missing 1 wave of XP.
Yeah, it's still pre 10 minutes, so those kills are not nearly as impactful.
This spaw's gotta be careful though. It's got clips there. So it looks like Tinker, level 9, hasn't moved into the jungle just yet. And while we talk about that, Bree actually gets a solo kill on the axe. This is huge misplay coming out from Soldier. I mean, this should just not happen. Phase boots picked up from him, so I mean, I guess he hits hard, and you already know Purify does a ton of damage, so.
Right, Purify along with the Diginora, and once you get 1 clip on the axe and you deactivate his Tranquil Boots, he is a very, very slow hero, and essentially the Omni Knight could just kite him to death. I honestly think if the axe comes down in this lane again, he will be I think dead every single time. I think this hero, Briggy Ninja is in a good spot. Gonna go pick up the drums. I think it's a good play. Very good on this hero. Works well with the Diginora and allows you to group up and get some kills early. Tinker's halfway to his Boots of Travel. Bounty Hunter opting for the Tome of Knowledge. Has an Inner Shadows, 2 charges. Marana, Boots, healing items, Words on the Oracle, and got a Aquila and a Power Treads on Int for the Luna. Net worth, it looks like it is in the hands of the mid and the offlane cores for J2D. And then it looks like our OD, our positional OD, is keeping pace with the enemy position 1. See if they can transition this into some towers early and some potential kills. The Root coming out here, he will astral himself, and they will try and stun. They will land the stun. I think it's a dead OD. Oh,
good Cold Embrace comes out from Winter Wyvern, but I don't know if it'll be enough. No, it will not. That's a good kill, but OD is definitely the weakest out of all the Radiant cores, so not too much to boast about there.
The hero really needs levels, I feel like, to come online. Ward's here for MG, and he was caught by an arrow. The Root will come in, and he will dominating streak for the Marana.
Something to know, man. MG only level 3 at 11 minutes, so this is a struggle for sure. And the stack up here, it's pretty vulnerable, but with MG not being able to rotate, I feel like it'll be easy for Luna to take. But while I'm talking, Happy goes down to Host Arena solo kill. What happened there, man?
It looks like the Tinker was just caught out with no mana and no speed, and he was just chased down with Death Prophet.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Looks like Exorcism gonna be popped. Just gonna solo do it, man. Just go into the mid tower. Tinker down for another 10 seconds. He will be able to push his DP with level 4 March. And this just sets him back even further. I mean, Tinker already 2 minutes late with his Boost of Travel, and he still has 1,000 golds left to go, so.
10 minutes the time?
Yeah, 10 minutes is what I usually shoot for. You can get it earlier if you skip items, but usually it's the time. Arrow connects onto the OD top lane. Will there be any follow-up? Stun comes out. Oracle astrals himself to dodge the Oracle root. Do they have enough damage to take him out? Rock drops, but doesn't kill him off. On the other side, MG takes down Gordon Hayward and the Marana, who had a mega kill streak, actually.
Big money for MG. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, that's also 2 levels for him as well. That's something more important. And, you know, I like to keep tabs on the bot lane because there's been a solo kill, but he picked up drums. 12 minutes, and looks like Axe has Blink Dagger, but unveiled it in the bot lane already.
An arrow landed on MG. This will be a dead Bounty Hunter. Zac is still available. We'll see when they try and take this. But this Omni Knight, again, not really... I mean, the hero is very strong, and I think if the Axe goes past his tower, he will be dead.
is under
The Axe decided to move into mid lane. Has a blink dagger, maybe looking for a potential pickoff here. Problem is, right, is like the Ammonite's just going, I got a tower down here and there's no Axe, so play careful. And then Host Arena will just stay back here and keep himself at a safe distance. Has phase boots and a Yules already. Tinker is well behind.
Then net worth, DP and Omni leading the pack here, followed by the 3 Dire Cores. So they're gonna have to be addressed at one point here. Big stack coming out from Tinker though, so this is, I guess, what he's waiting for, and this will give him his boots to travel most likely, double stack a little. Usually you want to cast your March right here so you catch both waves and you don't have to pull either of them. Top lane looks like we have dive coming out from Host Arena. Doesn't pop his exorcism on cooldown for another 10 seconds. Looks like they'll pick up Shogun on the Luna and a retreat will be called. Fading Star taking a lot of damage now, popped onto him. Pops his ult, he will survive. Looks like Gordon Hayward caught in quite the predicament here, but here comes Happy to save the day. Pops a laser rocket, only level 1 rocket, so we'll see used as a deterrent. And that'll be the end of that. While we talk about that, Omni Knight pushing bot lane, tier 1 tower, just gonna be his for the taking.
Free, just absolutely free, because you cannot kill this Omni Knight with just 1 or 2 heroes. He'll just use Repel, and then he'll face
Back top.
away or a TP.
Looks like Axe gonna jump in really aggressively, doesn't have a team behind him, and Winter Wyvern Curse can be popped. Just do a little chip damage on the supports, but looks like Soldier will pick off OD with that Culling Blade. And that was a really bold play, not gonna lie. He jumped into 4 Radiant Heroes. But it looks like Oracle doesn't have his ult available, will perish. I get a little roofed off so his teammates can get away.
This Death Prophet hits so hard with his 50 plus 50 damage town at level 10.
For sure, man.
Phase boots is just, he's hitting for almost 200 damage a swing. Axe is most definitely dead.
There we go, double kill for Briggies.
Omni Knight rolled up here to help out, but then gives a free lane bottom. And with the Luna, that's just going to get pushed right back in. Also has a catapult here. They're going to get a lot of damage on this tower, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Do they have any TPs available? The only TP is Wyvern.
Radiant should look to their bottom tower.
So Exorcism going to be popped for the tier 1 top.
Radiant's bottom tower.
TP gonna TP back mid. Tinker just pushing it in with level 4 March, and Host Arena is actually taking a ton of damage from this March. He's gotta be careful.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Boots of Travel now out on this this Tinker here. Although he did not have enough mana to
Perpetual motion.
Radiant have
Use
fortified
rearm
their
here.
structures against
I mean,
attack.
he had a pretty poor start 0-2, so definitely set him back quite a bit. Try and catch up with some of these jungle camps here.
Bottom tower is no more.
Now these are the best ancients when you're playing Tinker, because they don't have any magic resistance, so bunch of machines will just choose right through them.
Looks like Dr. Bottom Tower without much of a fight, which kind of makes their play top seem less impactful when they're just going to give up tower, you know, almost immediately afterwards. His Axe is farming up, trying to get his Blade Mail again. Hero's a little underwhelming, but with OD having Orban, I could see it doing a lot of damage to that hero. Knight though, not really super afraid. You click, it's 4 hits per creep, and you can just
Mid lane, TP dive and Tinker here.
or heal, I guess.
Turn around. I mean, this Tinker is just TPing in really boldly into these lanes, and I don't know how effective that's going to be when this DP gets another item. She has queued up a Rada Atos, so that's for sure going to be a dead Tinker next time that happens.
Although a rare or not an item that's usually picked up by a Death Prophet, I do like that they are itemizing for the game versus potentially following Dota Plus's advice of full builds.
Well, yeah, if you don't have Dota Plus, you will not be a successful Dota
Look
player.
to their middle tower.
True.
It's very much pay to win, boys. Mid lane looks like we're gonna have a little engagement.
Radiant's bottom tower
Axe,
is in danger.
this is the call blink combo. Your Scepter comes out.
Oh, good heal by the Omni Knight. Keeps the alive.
Radiant's bottom tower
Looks like
is under attack.
fight will just dissipate. But I mean, we got all 5 heroes from each side here.
I feel like this is the thing that is always mocked about low MMR games, the 5-on-5 mid fights.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at the side lanes. They were just getting pushed in by themselves for a solid 45 seconds. Usually you want to be making space for your 1 or 2 position depending on your lineup. Like Dagger queued up for Tinker, should have it in another 30-40 seconds. And this tier 1 tower mid looks like it's going to go down without the use of Exorcism. Does the deny come out? It does not. Luna, pretty low on levels it looks like, but in terms of farm, looking to finish up that Dragonlance bomb. So she'll be ready to fight with another item for sure.
Blessings upon a loyal
Yeah,
warrior.
a hero that scales very well in the late game, and you know, if you give him space to farm any kind of creeps, she will turn that into an advantage. And one of those heroes where if you have a core die without buyback, and she will just delete your barracks almost immediately. Yules comes out here, early silence, a good attempt. Looks like they will just back out here instead of opting for the Luna ult. These heroes will just walk back out. I don't really feel like TBD or the rating have a position 1 who's farming in the meantime. I feel like they're just looking to fight, and they're just the bounty hunters down here getting farm for, I guess, his spirit vessel. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, OD is just not scaling well at all right now. He didn't go for a Midas, so the only way to catch up was for him to either sit farm for 10 minutes or take 5v5 engagements, and honestly, that is the riskier to play.
Sure, we'll stack this camp here for himself. Underneath a ward, though, from the Dire.
So Tinker, not opting to go for that Aether Lens, definitely a great item for its cost. It increases your mana pool by almost 400. Allows for 2 more rearms. You will not have level 18 rearm. And you know, if you're going for the Axe build, it definitely helps with getting all those laser disarms off, because jumping into the fights is really not what you want to do as a Tinker, and Aether Lens completely negates the fact that you have to do that. So definitely disagree with skipping and going right for Ags.
For someone who doesn't play the hero, you sure know a lot about it.
I've just watched videos on the hero. I've never actually played him.
Oh, okay.
So I watched 10 minutes of a Purge video. So.
Oh, good. No, Purge is
Yeah.
very well done. Good educational content for sure.
Yeah.
This Tinker is just doing exactly what he wants to do, which is be unhindered and just push these lanes. And who is the hero to catch this Tinker while he's doing this? I just don't think that the Death Prophet's job really shouldn't be to itemize for this.
It should be Wyvern should behind DP. They should push out this lane one time, sit in the trees. The Tinker will TP here, have Wyvern fly, and then DP, you will silence and kill him right there. But that's just me.
That's just you. It does certainly feel like this Tinker now basically has free reign of the map, and they're just gonna farm until that Luna gets to a position where she feels strong enough to do something on the map. In the meantime, it feels like, you know, this Death Prophet ult's off cooldown. They've got. It looks like they will make a move here. A little bit of miscommunication there. Natos and
gets popped with a 5-second arrow. Here comes all the marches coming out from Tinker, though. They do not want to fight into this. I would just back up if I'm the Radiant here. And you're going to walk into the level 4 march, and he'll go down for sure.
You just proved my theory.
Looks like Soldier will just get healed up by Oracle. And yeah, that's just not a fight you want to take. Omni Knight in the meanwhile gonna solo the Luna after soloing the Axe in the early game. Radiant's picked up from him, so
very good smart move. Does you know, the damage while you're being ignored. Additionally, can cancel blink daggers.
There you go, Axe. Will be off the Omni Knight.
What happened?
Yeah, a little too greedy to stay in the lane there with all the heroes missing. And tier 1 tower going to be taken up here. Host Arena does TP in though. Doesn't pop the Exorcism, will he? He will not. But they do pick up 2 kills, Axe and Murano.
And they really should they should really push off this, trying to take mid tower. Yes, your lanes are pushed out, but you know, Tinker can push lanes in, but the hero cannot take towers on his own, and so they really should just force this here, I think.
For sure, and here it comes. This is a pretty aggressive blink. TP.
I would really like to see someone pick up hype or I mean really anything to itemize against or into this Mortar machines. Hype is great because it also gives your creeps an aura, which allows them to stay around a little bit longer.
DP should just go sit under the tower, use herself, so she can get damage off with the exorcism. But here we go, Luna getting caught out by Aurora Atos, will walk away scot-free, and DP has to back away due to the Tinker burst.
We'll save this tower. They will live to fight another day. And it feels like they didn't get, I mean, they got tower damage, right? But they didn't get a whole lot off essentially picking up 2 huge cores.
Not what you're walking in that tower for. And something I have to talk about is this bounty hunter, man. Like in the early game, he seemed like he was doing so much, but he's really starting to fall off now that Tinker's become so global. He can't really get enough done with that because he doesn't recatch.
Illusion.
One of the things
Radiant will go back to farming.
Yeah, people always seem to make this mistake, or at least it's something that's hard to just to think through. Is that when you're worried with the Tinker, you need to go to where he's probably going to be next, not where he is right now. You need to be like 3 steps ahead. So he's mid. This lane's pushed in. He'll probably TP top next, and so what you would want to do is move heroes here, right? So that he comes and he pushes in, and you're already waiting. Yes, there's a lot of time to commit to it. But trying to run at him all the time is just not an effective way. Now, Eat My Words already goes bottom, but my point still stands. You have to predict his movement.
Yeah, it's just really important that you have to kind of put yourself in the shoes of the Tinker. And typically it's really easy to do that if you can read lane pressure. Some people, most people don't really know what that is. And it depends on the tower standing in terms of his team. So if all the waves are pushing in towards you and you also have taken all 3 of his towers, the Tinker will be in the jungle 10 times out of 10. But if you have a lane pushing in and 2 lanes are pushing out for you, he will be going to defend those lanes if there's not a hero there already.
Right. It can give you a lot of information, right? Because if he doesn't go top, right, to push that lane up, that must mean there's another hero there to take care of it for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the downside of it. Here we go. Aggressive blink coming out from Axe onto the Winter Wyvern. Doesn't have any backup here. Does he pop the heal? He will. Doesn't get the Cooling Blade off. Still getting proc though. Wow.
But Creep's betraying the Winter Wyvern, giving him a spin. The Zombie Knight just feels like he's just. I feel like this hero feels like the only one who can confidently push and survive. It probably feels like if the Death Prophet goes and pushes out a lane, or the OD does, that they could potentially very easily die. But Zombie Knight can repel and TP out, or fight in theory.
Yeah, I mean, this OD is really struggling. 26 minutes and this dude only has Dragonlance completed. Oh, this pick is definitely not paying off for them at this point.
The time.
All right, and there's always this issue, right? Is like who gets the easy farm, who gets the hard farm. Not trying to be negative with the Zombie Knight, but like taking the neutral camp here, pushing out waves that could potentially be easily farmed. Or not waves, but creep camps, whereas he can push out the lanes. I feel like this just has to be a communication piece of let the OD have all the easy farm. Knight, you keep the lanes pushed out, take the hard farm. But then again, right, he's the highest net worth and he's the strongest, so maybe you double down on him and keep him farmed. It really just depends.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're gearing to defend this top tower.
Yeah,
Death Prophet is not there with him at this top. And he does not have boots of travel.
Ooh, here
Not
comes Axe
sure
though.
What the objective is up here with just the 4 heroes. Your bounty hunters TPing down to push this lane out. Not the hero you want to be pushing out. You want this hero to be active in the tracking individuals. I feel like I don't know. That felt very weird to have the four rating heroes up at this location here, while your tower pusher is farming these waves down here.
Here we go. Smoke comes out though, catches 2 out with the call. Sorry to interrupt there. But he does pop off the DP. Winter Cold Embrace comes out, but will it do anything? Gordon Hayward will survive. OD just running for his life here. Has Blink Dagger available. Will not opt to use it. Opts blinking aggressively. Here comes the Moonlight Shadow from Mirana though, and they will just back and reset.
Smart move. The bounty hunter has his TP on cooldown. You kind of know where the heroes are. It just feels like a lot of the decisions being made by Radiant right now are a matter of convenience versus having a game plan. I think that the Omni Knight will die here.
No sorceries avail.
I don't know, man. We were talking mad shit in the draft about the Axe, but he's really been the centerpiece of this team. He's the lockdown they need to get their damage out, and he also front lines for them, so working out nicely.
No, for sure he's itemized well, and he's itemized for that role, and we'll see. I still have an inkling that this hero will feel a little bit useless later as the game continues to progress.
So it looks like the Radiant get a TP in here. Arrow connects onto the OD. You know, the Dire really aren't pressuring this tower as much as I thought they would with TP down. Looks like they're not going to get anything out of it. So this Radiant squad does have a deep ward here to see the rotations.
Bullseye.
So don't count them out from getting aggressive here.
Actual TP bottom, potentially try and find the bounty hunter here for an easy kill, or just looking to farm. Not really sure what the plan is here. Again, I don't. Yeah, this will be a dead bounty hunter. Not the hero you want pushing out lanes.
MG letting me down again.
Now, I will defend the fact, right, that there was a lane that needed to be pushed, and there was farm to be had, and no one was going, so he had to go. But you really don't want your hero who's supposed to be off the map at all times to be pushing out lanes. Not a very fast lane pusher. Was there for maybe 5 minutes, and the Axe was like, oh hey, let me go get this kill, versus an Omni Knight who can go down there, tap a couple creeps, use purification, and push the wave out, be off the map. It's just it just doesn't feel like they're working together or thinking about the impact that their heroes have when they're on or off the map.
Illusion.
Radiant's middle tower
So
is
looks like everything's gonna be back up and good for the 30-minute marker, and we're still in the same position we were 20 minutes ago.
I just feel like there has been no Radiant heroes in this jungle for like the past 10 minutes.
Well, as you say that, Shiva's picked up for Omni Knight, so just more of a chase down, lockdown type of guy. Chasing down this Oracle right here, and this Oracle is terrified. Vanish comes out on him, and he should go down here unless he ults himself, which he will not. He got silenced.
They will let this Oracle get away.
Other than that, GA comes out to the side of the Radiant. They will pick up Happy because of an aggressive blink. He will be punished, and that goes on Mirana as well. Even though Oracle walks away scot-free, not so good in arms.
This Luna's still going to take a tower here, so they're going to lose their 2 cores, but they will lose a mid tower. Possible deny their missed, and they'll try to take this tier 2 as a return. But again, the net worth is actually
down in a couple seconds, and here comes the forward, so they won't take this tower fast. That's for sure.
I mean, they just lost 2 heroes, and the net worth advantage is actually on the side of the Dire here. It's very close, right? It's less than 1k, close game, but I gotta hand it to that Luna smart heads up play to say I can't get there fast enough, so I'm gonna push this lane in, look for kills or look for net worth advantage.
Axe blinking aggressively onto MG.
Good save by Sereno for the Yules. He's gonna go ahead and root the Luna, and they're gonna try and get out here.
masterful mark.
Looks like track is up on the heroes. They have good vision here. They can retreat knowing full well where their initiator is, this Axe. This wave bottom though being pushed in. Looks like it is gonna swing towards the Radiance, or swing towards the Radiance base. Again, this is what you want your bounty hunter to be doing. Good job on MG for getting back to what's gonna help them win this game, and that is tracking the enemy heroes. But again, like I said earlier, Oracle can purify or purge that, and he has been doing that. They'll lose this tower here.
Okay, here we go. Antidots, the Atos. TP caught in quite a situation here, but a great save come out from Winter Wyvern. Luna ult popped as well. They do take down Brigand Ninja and Winter Wyvern. Sometimes when you're a support, you're just gonna sacrifice yourself.
Out of my way!
Looks like OD blinks into the trees, but stuck, and he's auto-attacking them right now, so they see where he is, and then Axe just finishes him off, but Mirana does go down.
They will lose the heroes here because of the Tinker. Oh,
Yule's available, but he'll Yule's himself into death.
Or maybe live here with a silence that was well played. Is he fast enough? Are they gonna die for this? They will.
Yeah, dude, Axe does not give a fuck.
He does not care. Well played.
Diamond tier 4s, they get the kill, so that's a 4-man wipe in favor of Frostbite, and with the Luna on their side, this is for sure a set of racks with no buybacks.
It just seems like the Radiant have all their net worth really concentrated into this Omni Knight, and as strong as the hero is, he doesn't really offer much past a Soul Ring and a Drum and then a Radiance, right? Eventually, he just kind of falls off and isn't able to add much, and it just shows. You need to have a core to put out some more damage, and they will. It looks like take racks easily.
So there we go. We see the power of Luna. DP still down for 30, no buyback. So if they want to rotate mid, they very well could.
Pop Mirana ult to escape.
Maybe Roshan. This might be the next. I don't know if you're feeling a little ballsy. I'd just go for the racks, but the safer play would be go for Rosh.
Is Kaya a good choice for Tinker? I mean, if you played Tinker, what would your opinion be on the Kaya?
Yeah, Kaya, if you go Aetherlens, don't go Kaya. You don't ever go both of them. But Kaya's nice if you're going for like kind of a burst build and you're trying to get a rampage on your profile. Well, other than that, I don't like Kaya, honestly. It's usually the fights don't last that long that you really need to rearm that many times as Tinker.
Okay. And
after the nerfs to Kaya, it really has just fallen out of favor. But looks like OD Kaya acquiring quite the spot here. Call comes out from Axe. They do catch him. Astral wasted on Shogun, so he will go down. And that's just a really aggressive spot for OD to be. Other than that, bro, I'm looking at the mini-map right now, and I just see hundreds of sentries. I just see so many sentries.
Just well played. Just, I mean, when you play position 5, right? Like, you gotta sometimes just know this is a game where I'm gonna be poor as shit, and I'm just gonna have to buy.
Dude, this is just an absurd amount of sentries, man. Like, come on.
I mean, it also makes sense. Maybe I didn't notice this earlier, and I should have given MG credit, but maybe he just felt like he couldn't get anything done top because it was just, I mean, look at this. Like, this is a minefield, and you just don't want to give away net worth if you're gonna die as a bounty hunter.
Yep, so Rosh was taken. This is the first Rosh of the game. Aegis available for the Luna. Clips available as well. Do they have Exorcism? Still do.
Part on the Axe with this hero is just so beefy. I think I'm gonna end up having to eat my words this game. This hero is so effective at every point in the game.
Yeah, I had full confidence in this Axe, so not too worried about myself eating those words.
Well, kudos to Soldier for really sticking with it. Also, I feel like we haven't mentioned enough just how smart this Oracle pickup was for the Purge on the track. Just a regular 6-second, 75-mana Purge to just basically remove the benefit of the bounty hunter from the game. It's a very smart pick.
And it looks like
here can't fight into these rockets. Can't fight into this.
Yeah, it's so strong. I mean, even for Omni, look at this guy. He doesn't want to waste repel just to deal with the creep waves, but at what point do you say that you must? And smoke comes out. Might have been spotted by the tower.
Ward here.
The only catch they do have is Axe, and he is vulnerable here. Arrow doesn't connect. Actually connects really deep onto the OD. 5-second stun on him.
Just a magnet for those right now, it feels like.
And Oracle just keeps debuffing the Axe. Here comes the Tinker, full mana available.
This just feels really hard for the Radiant side, right? You would think, right, all the heroes are present in the mid lane, let's force out the other lanes. But then you have this Tinker who's just like, at any point in the game can be on top of you, and it does not feel good, right? If you show up, you're dead. It's very tough. I feel for Radiant right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see this Luna maybe go up and hit the tower with this Aegis. She needs to stop being so scared here. And here we go. Axe is going to do it for her. Arrow connects onto Omni Knight, so this will be the death of Omni Knight if Axe can get there. And he does not. He gets the spells away. She was popped, and Axe caught in quite the situation here. Blade Mail popped. Here we go. Cold Embrace onto the Luna. Doesn't catch any dire heroes, but she is taking quite a bit of damage. BKB popped. Eclipse as well. They don't have any vision for the bounty, but she will just hit the towers.
Very, very effective Oracle purging here.
Oh, big call coming out from Axe. Actually catches the DP and the Omni Knight, and that forces a DP buyback and an Omni Knight buyback. Great play coming out from Soldier.
This combo between the Oracle and the Axe has just been paying off dividends. You start charging up the root prior to the jump in, and then once you get in there, it roots everybody.
Yeah, big play coming in. Rock dropped. Doesn't do too much damage. Oracle ult is available on the Luna. She does have Aegis, so she will come back in 5 seconds. They are chasing down the Tinker and the Axe. They will both go down due to the urn. And Shogun on the other side of the fight, getting taken down by Host Arena on the DP.
Hero, yep, they'll take him out.
This looks like we'll have a 4-man wipe after the buybacks coming out from JTD, and they are just running it down mid.
They did lose to the Rex there. All of the Dire side have their buybacks. They will not likely buy back for this because they have a tier 2 here. Roshan is down. We'll see what happens. There's no DP ult.
They don't really have anything.
Yeah, there's not much to be done here. Just gonna give the tower 3 hits on them. They're gonna fortify.
And bot lane, they got 2 catapults down there. Huge wave. Here comes the Axe buyback. Don't think that any more buybacks will be expended. It's not really right. Situation you don't want to be in.
They're just leaving this OD behind. Supposed to be their position 1 core. Just feels very.
Wow, that is an interesting buyback. I mean, you only had 15 seconds remaining, but it looks like they're going to try and get aggressive. Call comes in onto the DP. Eul's Scepter popped, so she will walk away scot-free. Piranha taking a lot of damage. Oracle ult popped onto her, and Bounty Hunter, they do have vision of him. Axe will Culling Blade him off, and all they get is Bounty Hunter, man.
Well, it was a good play. It was good of MG to walk in there and pull some attention, let the bounty or let the Death Prophet get out. They really need to deward these wards in the base. If you ever lose to Rex, always assume that your base is warded. Always,
this is an absurd amount of wards that Oracle has been placed in this game. I mean, just looking at the net worth right here, Oracle 4,200, man.
He's just really taking that role of position 4 to heart, or position 5. Doing the PPD, living off of dust, essentially. And is okay with it because he will get the win.
I don't know, man. Don't eat those words as well.
Listen, if Brady are able to turn this around, I will gladly eat my words. It just is a very rough situation. I just think that the Dire had they had a game plan for their lanes and they executed it very well. That's no disrespect to JTD. That's just more of a kudos to Frostbite, just really executing and really following through on a draft. This Axe pick with this Oracle is a great combo, and I've been very impressed by it, and I just had no idea that it was going to be this effective. Just, again, all kudos to this team.
Sure. Something that I'd like to point out is Tinker having to buy back in that last fight, even with having such a short respawn timer, will definitely make it easier for JTT to have a good fight. And once they do have that good fight, it'll be a lot easier to run it down mid.
For sure. Just Tinker not having buyback is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. Luna actually bought out as well, so they don't have any buybacks on any of their cores here. BKB popped early for Shogun. You have to be careful. Happy TPs in aggressively. Doesn't get caught out, but Cold Embrace popped onto Shogun. No one near, so no damage will be done. And looks like Tinker will just force JTD back.
They have to go on this. This is not gonna. Their base is not gonna die any slower. Once
here comes Bottom. Omni Knight dead. No buyback. Exorcism popped by Host Arena, and he's moving in, trying to get aggressive, but there's no catch. They do catch out the Tinker here, though. This is a very big kill. No buyback available for him. He does go down for 85 seconds. BKB popped on OD. Axe call onto the Death Prophet. She will walk away. Big Rock comes out. Doesn't kill anyone, though. And Axe is just running at them. Just no fear. This Heart of Tarask is just doing work in terms of keeping him alive. And like I said, they're going to keep running at this Death Prophet, but she doesn't really have too much to offer here. And he will finish off the Bounty Hunter. MG is down for 70 seconds. And they will catch DP right at the base here, but the Exorcism heal will keep her alive. Will they get the Culling Blade off? They will not.
They'll still die to get the blades here.
Yep. Palm sacrificing herself to get the Winter kill, and that's GG called. This is a 2-0 sweep in terms of Frostbite. This will be the final game of the series.
Really big kudos to Frostbite. They executed all the weaknesses and executed their strengths and built on the weaknesses. Really shut the Bounty Hunter down and really just performed a really quality draft. Kudos to them. Well played all around.
Yeah, thanks for everyone who tuned in tonight to watch Frostbite vs JTD. I've been Sync, and this is my co-caster Dolo6. Everyone have a great night.
Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by.